A Backcountry Edge exclusive backpack that takes all the features we've come to know and love about the Kelty Red Cloud series and combines it into a smaller, more compact version. This is the Kelty Red Cloud 80, and the pockets, organization, and comfort of this pack are excellent. Like I said, it's an 80-liter pack, so it's definitely a load hauling pack, capable of carrying a lot of weight comfortably at a really great value. The first feature we'll talk about is Kelty's Cloud Lock suspension system. So I'll flip the pack around. You've got a really supportive suspension system here. So there's two aluminum stays that run pretty much the whole length of the back panel here. And that's going to transfer the weight of the pack directly onto your hips and to the hip belt where it needs to be. With the suspension system, you've got a lot of nice padding and mesh in the areas where you're going to maybe build up a sweat. Along with that, there are panels where air can really flow. So air can flow out right in the middle of your back and in here in the small of your back. As I'm working my way down, the lumbar pad of this pack is really well designed, puts the load right where it needs to be, and the nicely padded hip belt fits really well around your waist. This is an adjustable pack, so it's going to adjust from 17.5 up to 21 inches. So there's a lot of adjustability there, and this back panel actually moves up and down the aluminum stays. So it's really easy to adjust, and there's even markings on there to tell you exactly where it's adjusted. Of course, you've got load lifter straps at the top that's going to help you adjust the harness here. And you do have a sternum strap that goes across the front. On the front of the hip belt, you have two nice big pockets, and back here you have a carry handle if you need to pick the backpack up really quickly. So all in all, very easy to use, easy to adjust, comfortable suspension system. This is truly a fully featured pack. And what I mean by that is the pockets and organizational features just go on for days. There's so many different ways to use this pack and different ways of storing gear. So just starting with the bottom of the pack, there's a sleeping bag compartment that opens up really wide. As I open this up down at the bottom, it's a feature that a lot of backpackers and travelers like, and unique zipper on this, where pretty much the whole bottom of the pack opens up really wide. You see I've got my sleeping bag in there, and there's a little toggle. Basically you can separate the main body of the pack from the bottom, or if you want one big compartment, you can open that up. So the sleeping bag compartment, really easy to use, opens up really wide, and there's a nice burly zipper down there at the bottom. So if I clip these, you can kind of compress the bottom of the pack down. So if you've got a sleeping bag in there, or if you just have other gear and it's not packed out completely, you can really cinch the bottom of this pack down, or you can lash things to the bottom. So there's actually a little daisy chain sewn in there on the bottom, and there is this compression strap. Working my way up, you do have two stretchy, what I call water bottle pockets on the sides, a tool loop down here at the bottom, and a really nice burly carry handle on the front of the pack. I turn it to the side, you can see that I've got a trekking pole in here, and that's just to show that the winged pockets on the side of this pack are pass-through pockets. So you can store longer items, perhaps tent poles or trekking poles like I have here, but you do have compression straps on the sides. This pocket, the winged pockets on the sides, are pretty deep. I've just got, a personal cook system in there, but I can see you putting items you want to get to during the day, a water filter, something like that. exact same pocket on the other side. And then you do have a pretty shallow front pocket here where I just have a rain cover and an extra layer. This pocket on the front has some organization as well for smaller gear items. And as I'm just using all of the, the small toggles and things like that, they're really durable. There's a nice little metal toggle on there. So I can see, from the fabrics to the stitch lines, everything here is very, very durable. Moving up to the top, you have a floating lid, and I don't have this packed out completely. I have a little bit of space underneath this lid that I could store more gear. But since I don't have it packed out all the way, I'm using the compression strap on the top to really cinch that down. This is another place that you could store a sleeping mat perhaps and really secure that to the top of the pack. This is a top loading pack, so you have access through the top, but you also have a really big U-shaped zipper that starts on this corner, goes all the way around to the bottom. So if I were to open up all of these compression straps, which you have 4, 2, 3, 4, I could open this up like a piece of luggage. So that makes it great for travel. If you're looking for a backpack that you can use on the trail, but also travel with and have easy access to all your pockets and great organization, this is a great pack to use abroad. The floating lid does actually turn into a hip pack or a shoulder pack because you have a strap here underneath the lid. So you can actually remove that and use it as a small day pack. Another great feature for travel. And if you do have other types of gear that you want to actually store under the lid, that lid does float. I've got an extra layer back here. I've got some items that I want to keep on hands. There's a small pocket right here on the top where I just have my keys. So this is just, a really shallow pocket. It could be a map pocket or something like that. But all in all, organizational features, really smart design, and really easy to use. This pack is really versatile in the ways that you can use it. So I just want to show how to use the top lid as a day pack. So I kind of have it detached here. The straps tuck away really nicely underneath there when you're not using it. But for me, I use it as a shoulder bag. So I'll clip it and just wear it around my shoulder. I can cinch that down and kind of go on my way. You can also use it as a fanny pack, which I think may be the way a lot of people use it. So you just cinch that down and use it around your waist. So this makes just a really great day pack when you're traveling. You want to leave your pack behind and just go out for the day. You don't have to carry an extra bag with you. The other way of using this is if you don't have your pack completely full and you don't need the top lid, you can just leave this at home. The top part of the pack, like I said, it's a top loading pack, so you can really cinch down this top portion. So I don't have it packed out completely here. You have this long collar here at the top, but if I cinch that down, I can roll the top of the pack down. With all the compression straps that are on this pack, I can turn it into a much smaller pack than what I originally had. So, you've got a compression strap there on that side, 2 compression straps on the bottom, and even the side winged pockets. If I take my gear out of there, you can cinch that part of the bag down as well. So where this, 80-liter pack may seem, really big. It does have a lot of storage options, but you can compress it down to be smaller. So, with the Red Cloud 110, the Red Cloud 90, it's such a big pack. The smaller counterpart here can be cinched down to get even smaller. So I see a lot of versatility with this pack. You can pack it out completely and have a heavy hauling pack, or you can really cinch down all of the parts of this pack and go a little bit more minimal. Some last quick features. This pack is hydration compatible, so it's going to take pretty much any hydration bladder out there with the built-in hydration sleeve in the main compartment of the pack. And there's a pass-through hole on either side so that you could put the hose over either shoulder, and a little stretchy cord on the shoulder harness to attach that. You can also buy a Kelty rain cover separately that fits really well on the outside of the pack. All in all, you have a really versatile, really value-conscious pack that's comfortable, is gonna carry a load really well, and you can use it in a lot of different ways. It is the Kelty Red Cloud 80.